Okay, guys, sorry I have to be gone, but that's just the way things are. Things for you to know. We ended up leaving off talking about how films and their content are often part of our culture. And the reason you have a deep and varied background is because storytelling has been a part of your lives for a long time. When you watch shows and read books and write stories, that's all part of the storytelling tradition. That's so much a part of our culture. So we watched that. So I'm going to show you some work, and I'm going to talk about the elements that go into creating that work, and then talk to you about maybe how you might think about some of these elements when you yourself decide to pick a project. So the next three things we're going to look at are what I call on-the-spot moments. And basically, it's impromptu video. So students were given a topic. They were allowed one block period. They filmed, edited, and created the following three projects in one block period. They acted it themselves, filmed it themselves with a little help from the outside, acted it and used the kids in Vision Tech to act with us as part of the presentation. The kids who directed and drove the project are Michael Montgomery, Mitchell Supis. You might know them. They would be about juniors right now. So enjoy. First three, impromptu, draw subject, but I want you to look at shots and angles, how they tell story, like the perspectives, and so forth. So here we go.
We should try to get some new actors for our film coming up. Interview some.
All right. You want to go interview some now? I think there's some waiting outside.
Really?
Yeah. All right, cool. Let's go.
Hey, man.
Hey.
Wait.
No, you're good.
All right, you got the documents?
Yeah, right here.
Cool. There's nothing in here. Please come in. Hey.
Hey.
You're, oh, right.
What's your name, kid?
Gwen? Quinn! Hi there. I'm Michael, and this is Rick.
Mitch.
Mitch. What's your last name?
It's Voight.
Voight!
Boyd.
Voight.
Boyd.
Voight.
Boyd.
Voight!
Boyd.
How do you spell that? Is that an F? F-O-F-O-Y-V? Voight, right? Well, V. Well, Quinn Voight, cheers. The matter is that you're not a very good actor.
Nope.
Not at all.
You didn't even give me a chance. Just made fun of my name.
Well, basically, it's your hair.
Yeah, it's not great. That's stupid. You're judging me for my hair?
Well, that's Hollywood for you, buddy.
Yep, so, door's right there. Sorry you didn't make it, but you suck. Later. Go out.
Okay, a lot of fun stuff, and if you notice all the close-ups and the elements that they added, those were all separate clips that they ended up filming and running together. Tried hard not to laugh in between because they got the giggles in between their shots, as you can kind of see just a little bit. Here's the second part of that. This was another week where on a block day, they drew a topic and created a film. Here we go.
Okay, guys. Let's go ahead and get to work. Okay, this is going to be like rough cut, so none of this stuff is actually going to be in the normal thing. We don't have our costume or anything. But Quinn, this is going to be your part. So remember his voice.
Wait a second. I thought that was my part.
What?
I said I thought it was the second guy.
Okay.
What? You said that I was the second guy.
No, you're the second guy in the second verse.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Mitch is the second guy in the second. No. No. I think Mitch is the third guy in both verses.
So I'm the third guy both times?
Okay. What?
I don't even think he's listening anymore.
I said I'm the third guy both times then?
What? Quinn?
It was me!
Okay. What?
What? I didn't even see you put your headphones on!
Hold on, guys. I gotta get a drink.
God!
Dude, don't worry about it. It's just rehearsal.
He's not even paying attention. I mean, Michael! attached to anything.
Okay, yeah, whatever, Mitch. Alright, guys. Let's start some practice, okay? You know your lines, right? I mean, what parts you're doing?
Yeah, we're good.
Good, let's do it.
You're fancy. You're the only one out there for me. My love.
Dream girl, you amaze me. All dressed in paisley. Love how not one.
Okay, that last shot is called a pull away pan, just so you'll know. And if you notice when you put a character over somebody's shoulder and they're in the same shot, they're supposed to be a secondary character. That's another film trick that we use to indicate who's the main character and who's the minor character. So here's things to know. That's kind of roughly based on Mitch and Michael's personality. They fought like that all the time normally, so it was pretty normal to get them to have a little tiff over something as silly as that. But it was a lot of fun. Here's the last one, and it incorporates Adobe After Effects.
Hey, man. What's going on? Ready for the second day auditions, Rick?
My name is Mitch.
Hello, I'm here for the auditions.
Hi.
What's your name?
I'm Christina.
Christina who?
Have you been in any performances before?
Me? I was the voice of Cortana for Halo, and I was in that movie.
I think there's something wrong with this girl.
Oh, really? Is the flames emitting off her back?
Blah.
Oh. Oh, man. We gotta do something with this girl. Christina. Who are you?
Oh, I'm Tim. For the auditions.
What happened to Christina?
Christina? Christina who?
Christina Satan!
I said I had to go to the bathroom.
You got the job, you got it.
Okay, lots of fun and just a quick do, but believe it or not, they scripted, wrote, and produced that in an hour. So that I don't expect you to do, but I just wanted you to see what people can do if they know about film and how to do things. Now today, there's lots of things we would change, including lighting and how those effects work, but in one class hour, pretty good stuff. So let's take a look at the kind of visual software we use in film production. We primarily use a program called Final Cut Pro. It's the best. I guarantee once you use it, you'll never use iMovie again. Not because iMovie's bad, but because Final Cut is that much better. That's what we have all across the machines in the back. So if you decide to do a film project and incorporate Final Cut Pro, you can definitely do your editing back there. We use Avid Premiere. We actually use it in one of our machines in the back. It's a lot, and basically, guys, Final Cut Pro and Avid Premiere are what most indie film producers are using. iMovie, of course, you guys have that. Adobe After Effects, we use those, which is a separate program. Mocha, which is a form of effects, and Motion, which is kind of a title blending in to help create openings and closings of movies. These are all the visual software we use to create movie sets and movie shots. So let's break that down a little bit and look at some other work. Things to know about film, and this is the critical part that I always talk about. Film is about emotion, and it's about visual beauty, and it's about making us feel something based on sight, sound, and perception. And we call that basically the film aspect, the beautiful film aspect, cinematography. And that's when we create an overall visual effect of a movie. It's called shot design. It's also the use of light and color in the shot screen. Cinematography helps capture the mood of a film. Cinematography can include shot location, where you choose to shoot the film, angle, light, and perspective during shooting. Editing for cinematography involves color modification, temperature development, how you make it feel warm or cold, and cropping for focus. Remember, it's just as much about what we don't see as what we do see. And cinematographers not only find locations, but find locations that create an impact that they want to be felt on a film. So we're going to look at some great cinematography of great film. Then we're going to break it down and just take a look at great film projects overall that include all of those elements.
The movie just looks incredible. Roger Deakins just has such an incredible eye, and every single frame of the movie is just beautiful.
For my money, Roger is the finest cinematographer alive today.
There should be one sitting up there.
I have an overall kind of approach to cinematography that it should be as simple and as submissive to the script as possible, really. Because I think so much is about the relationship with the camera and the actors. You know, I love the idea of seeing Rooster for the first time from Maddie's point of view, but not getting a clear view of him. And gradually, as she came into the courthouse and moved around him, he sort of revealed, you know. And then I wanted to feel this sort of shafts of sunlight just blasting through these lower part of the blinds and the windows. But then I also wanted to feel the darkness and the feeling of the oil lamps, you know, in the room, or gas lamps as they were.
The courtroom scene was really a spectacular day because Roger Deakins was shooting it, and the lighting in that room was just spectacular.
I believe you testified you backed away from Aaron Warden.
That's right.
Which direction were you going?
I always go backwards when I'm backing up.
To me, one of the iconic images out of the film is the hanging man in the tree that they come across in the forest of Cottonwoods. Originally, we were looking for a location that was this, like, empty plain with a stand of 3 or 4 trees. One day we were driving to Los Alamos to look at a location up there, and down in the valley there's this whole strand of cottonwoods. And I said one day, well, why aren't we looking there? That might be kind of interesting. So the whole thing sort of changed from being one look to being this other look. I think to me it's an amazing image, all these kind of dead-looking wintry cottonwoods and this body hanging. Also, we needed this little montage sequence, and I said to the guys, oh, wouldn't it be kind of interesting if we did a crane shot? So they're not just on the horizon, but as they're riding across the horizon, the camera's moving, but what you see is the mountains appearing in the background of the shot. It's like almost like the mountains are growing behind them. I just love playing with visuals, so if somebody gets it, if somebody appreciates your work and the film as a whole, that's kind of nice, yeah.
Okay, True Grit. If you've never seen this movie, fantastic movie, but the cinematography is to die for. Remember all the things we learned about photography? Look at this shot, guys. Think about rule of thirds. Look where the subject matter appears in the shot, and then they use a crane, and so everything rises up behind it. Amazing work. When you're going to light something in a dark setting, that takes extra work in itself. To use smoke and fog and light, and to think about how you want the audience to feel. Best shot in the entire scene is truly when the main character gets to see Rooster Cogburn. We see her coming in, and she circles around these men where all these men are in power and control, and she's looking for one man, and you see her find him, and then you see him through those shards of light. Amazingly well lit and well shot. That's what really good cinematography is all about. It's about creating emotion and feeling, all from one thing. That's the end of this lesson, guys. See you soon for lesson 2.